Welcome back to Jobs and Dragons. I'm here with the lovely Happy. Say hi, Happy.
Well, how you doing, Horse? I don't know why we're speaking like this, but
I don't know,
okay.
we're trying to go for little radio host sort of vibes.
Oh, hi guys.
Today we're going to have a look at some Reddit posts. And so we'll kick off. TPK'd my players, but saved the campaign with this one weird trick.
Wait, TPK'd my party, but saved... What? Saved the what?
Saved the campaign with this one weird trick.
Well, that's what you did, pal. You killed everyone on the...
I've been running a campaign with 3 players over Roll20. We started out with Candlekeep Mysteries, but then moved on to the homebrew campaign. I struggled getting my preparation done before the latest session, so I threw a monster in that I thought would be fine. Apparently 3 level 5 PCs, already weakened from previous fight, cannot handle an Elder Shadow Drake, Tome of Beasts. Instead of allowing my mistake to ruin the campaign, I proclaimed that they had awakened in hell in Avernus, specifically.
Oh.
Guess you have to read
Smart.
Descend into Avernus for the next session.
That's smart. I've always wanted to start a session off and just kill the party.
Kill the party,
And
yeah, we talked about
like,
that before.
should try to get them out of hell. Like,
Yeah.
it's a cool way to start a campaign. Very clever. The story doesn't have to end at death. It's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, when you think of it, like we're in a magical world, where there are gods 100% exist without question as well.
but
So
what
there's
what do you do if one person survives?
See, that's another. That's also like a more interesting one. Then it's like I always think if you have one person survive, and if it's intelligent creatures that kind of killed or like left them, or like and it's sort of like looking down at them, sort of waves like, "I'll let you live," sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, see how he saved the campaign.
Yeah.
How do you save the campaign if there's one player left who doesn't want to go down?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a completely
You know
different
what I
thing then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Like, how'd you?
it's almost easier if they all die versus if one person survives in that scenario. Now, going back to kind of the original thing, I think obviously sometimes as DMs, like your planning goes out the window, what you want to get planned or your time to plan. Life gets in the. I think have some monsters on backup that is like a decent challenge, because I don't know if the
Drake. Why would you put a dragon against anything like?
yeah, like what was it? 3 level 5 players, was it? Yeah, 3 level 5 PCs.
I'm trying to think. What was it called? An adult,
Elder Shadow Drake.
an elder. Like, what are you doing?
Challenge level. Have a guess what challenge level?
23.
No, 7.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, so it's actually not. It sounds a lot worse.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about a shadow dragon.
Yeah.
Elder.
Elder Shadow Drake. Yeah, armor class 16. Hit points 114. Can hide in kind of dim light, but looks of it and shit like this. It does look. It does seem strong. Stygian breath. Stygian breath. I think it is. That's kind of cool.
What's the damage on that?
Elder Shadow Drake exhales a black ball of liquid that travels up to 60 feet, exploding into a cloud of frigid black mist with a 20-foot radius. Each creature in a sphere takes 42 or 12d6 cold damage, or half on a successful save.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, relax, pal. Don't be putting that against a weak...
Level 5 party!
a weak level 5 party, by the way.
After a fight!
Weak, like, not even fully... Yeah, go ahead. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, I think this is a good learning lesson for DMs.
Oh, how many players as well?
3. That was a recipe for disaster from the get-go.
That's literally nuts.
A weakened party, as we're saying as well.
Because, like, a challenge rating works around it. It's supposedly you have 4 players.
Yeah.
So a challenge rating 7 is still nuts. That means it's 4 level 7 characters.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe, I wonder if people understand what the challenge rating is supposed to be. Now, sometimes challenge ratings aren't too accurate.
No, yeah. Because they're not... Challenge rating is so hard because it's very hard to... There's so many variables in D&D. Yeah. You don't know what items they have. You don't know what classes.
What classes they are even. Like, that has a big impact in itself.
Magic. What magic they prepared. Yeah. What scenario. What layer. There's too many variables to have. I just go, if this looks cool, I'm putting it against my party. Yeah. We'll see how for the best.
Well, I think it is good to have, if you're really stuck with your not finding a lot of time to prepare, to know, like, really be confident in a certain few enemies, like have them kind of good to go, and sense you can pull them out at any time to throw them at. But really make sure that they're within beatable kind of range. Because
I always do. How I always do it is quantity and quality. So if I'm trying to like do a horde of stuff, I make sure it's a weak horde of shit.
Yeah.
I never outnumber my party with strong shit.
Yeah.
If I want to run a strong guy, I'll probably just run one strong guy.
Yes, exactly.
And then like maybe have like a very weak opponents around them. And if I want them to feel like they're overrun, I'll put like 100 zombies against them.
Yes.
Like, they might kill a few of them, but like there'll still be more behind them. You don't like go like, I'm gonna make 20 Tarasks come after you now, and you will all die.
Because even when your party is in a weakened state where they might burn through spells, abilities, all that sort of stuff, as a player, I feel like it's more satisfying. As you're tired. Imagine being in your character, you're tired, you're a bit beaten up, and you just have this like swarm of enemies coming at you. They're easy to hit, but if you let them get too close, that's when the danger comes. You know what I mean? They're fucking easy to get through, but as soon as you get a bit too comfortable with them, that's where the danger comes in.
That's the whole point of a dungeon crawl as well. Like they're supposed to use these abilities. Like they're not supposed to be going to the last fight super health up and like, I've got all my level 1 spells and 2s and 3s. I just use cantrips the whole way here. No, like, they're supposed to.
At the same time,
supposed to be a few of them diamonds gone from Revivify and shit like that.
Yeah, at the same time, maybe you could say the players they burnt through all their stuff too quick. We don't know what the scenario was, if it was a dungeon crawl.
I don't know, I still Drake seems a bit mad put against that.
Yes, even just going from that one dragon breath attack, and like chance of doing, what did I say, 12d6 I think it was? Yeah. On average it was a 42, I think it says.
Or that's nuts. That's like, yeah, that's nuts.
Like that's crazy, and that's on a recharge as well, I think I see. So that means like, oh, lads. Yeah, that seems very strong to be thrown at. Then again,
I remember
go on.
I did something similar. I did Zombie Beholder against a party. I think there was 6 level 2s.
Oh.
6 level 2. Did they do a level 2? I think they were level 2 or 3. Pretty sure they were 2. I think it was the big forest big thing. But like people are just like, oh, you can't believe you put them against a Zombie Beholder, blah blah blah. But you gotta think about it. A Zombie Beholder doesn't have a multi attack. So he's not gonna take down. He can instantly kill. He can instantly kill, but he's taking out just like maybe just one, and they're still like, if all them 6 go before the Beholder, and each of them do like 10 points of damage, the thing's really dead. Like, you know what I mean? So like it has to be. You have the action economy has to come into it as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. I think there is an element of fun as well when an enemy is thrown at you and your players instantly think like, oh man, we're not getting through this, and then they scrape through. You know what I mean?
But that's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes the DM will put you against something that he knows that you can't win and wants you to run. But how would you tell the difference? Like, you know what I mean?
That's a whole other thing of really trying to make it apparent to your players. It's like, this is a situation you can't win in. Like, if you stay, you're gonna die.
You're gonna fucking die. I've blatantly, like, I've came to terms where, like, I'm sick of hiding that like kind of information.
Oh yeah.
And I just blindly will tell them, like, I'm just like, there is a strong possibility now that you will die if you stay here. Like, I remember one of the characters got kidnapped in a recent session, and they all decided to leave the room, and I goes, if you all leave this room, you will never find him. And they were like, whoa, and then I just kind of brought that urgency back. Now I think old DM David would have just like been like, nah, you're right, she's gone, that's it, boom. She's having hard luck. But yeah, I gotta pull it like the same way the players need to think that the players are playing a character. I need to remember that sometimes their characters will cop onto shit.
Yes. The players by themselves might not, but
just because the player doesn't know doesn't mean the character won't know.
Exactly. Yeah. So sometimes
that's why you have to kind of remind yourself that like these are highly skilled adventurers and they know this shit. Like,
true. Yeah. What about before we finish with this? What about the idea of jumping straight into hell?
Yeah, I love it. I want to do it. I want to do a Sentence of Earnest. Like, I want to do that campaign. It seems so fun. And I think hell is just so cool. Yeah,
because if I remember correctly, that runs through like the 9 circles of hell, isn't it, or something like that?
9 layers of hell.
9 layers of hell. Yeah. It reminds me of Dante's Inferno. You ever heard Dante's Inferno?
I've heard of Dante's Inferno. Yeah. It's And like
such a great setting.
Avernus is like home to the blood war between demons and devils and all, and fucking Tiamat's
cool.
there, and Zariel's it's just so cool.
One day. Do you have any other recommendations as to if you were to TPK, how else would you have them continue with that party? How about that?
Oh, well, like another idea of instead of going
to hell, yeah.
Well, it depends on that. Well, you know what would be amazing, and I've always had another idea is let's say a god shows up and kills them, and they all go. Let's say they're all paladins, and they all get called to Mount Celestial. Then, and the gods bring them. Like the only way they go to bring them is bringing their spirits to Mount Celestial because they need their spirit to fight off these hordes of demons and shit like that.
Oh
Mount
shit!
Celestial.
Yeah,
and they can't bring their physical body.
Yeah.
So they have to kill their physical body to bring their spirits to fight for the battle.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. That'd be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But it really depends on what you kind of have to ask the party though. Like you can't kind of like derail like just because you fucked up him like I wouldn't, depending on I would kill the party and then head into hell, and then I would act how they would react. And if they're like, oh fuck, we're in hell, it's so fucking shy, I would have that campaign super small in hell and have them out the way to get out of hell really quick. But if they're like, oh bollocks, we're in hell, and they're excited about it, I would have that portion of hell extremely longer and let them travel through hell. And then like you have to gauge what the players want, because no one wants to just play playing like, yeah, I'm in hell, yeah, okay, yeah, roll, yeah, let's see if I can get out, yeah, alright, I'm still here, yeah, okay. You kind of have to gauge the reaction of the, like he says he saved his campaign. Did he save his campaign? Are they enjoying it?
Yeah,
once the players are enjoying it and you're enjoying it, any way you end it is the way, like, you're saving it.
And do you know what the other thing is? If this was the type of campaign where like people have intertwined backstories into the story, you've really knocked those off course now. Like it's going to take a lot of work to try and link that up. You know what I mean? Like how are you?
Because like he says he saves that campaign, okay?
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking of Warhammer. There's the dwarf, the Slayers. Imagine a Slayer's only thing in life is he wants a glorious death.
Yeah.
Like the best death ever. And you just rob that from him.
Yeah, yeah. They don't get to go to like Valhalla in a sense.
Yeah,
or
I mean, it's like he thinks he might have saved it, but has he really? You have to, there's context needed there, like, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I think? I was thinking there of what could be other good ways. Taking inspiration from some of my favorite game franchises like Dark Souls. So let's say your party gets wiped, then now it would take a lot of planning and that's a lot of world building. But then your characters are reawakened hundreds of years later in this desolate, fucking decrepit version of the world, and your characters have been reawoken as a last-ditch effort to try and save the world from whatever impending doom it is. You know what I mean? Cool. Do you come back? Stop.
I'd love to do something like a Dark Souls thing, but it's how do you put the players against something so extremely like Dark Souls is about overcoming the boss, learning its mechanics, and then finally killing it. How would you put on a D&D aspect? How would you get the person, like, how would you keep killing the players and then having them wanting them to come back? It's it's like a lot of people. Dark Souls is it's like types of wine. You have to be accustomed to that kind of like failure.
I don't even know about the mechanics of Dark Souls, but I just even mean just that pure setting of like
I understand
reawoken like years later to fuck.
That's me because fuck. I would actually I've always wanted something similar like that. I've also wanted to do something where the really fuck with like players was I've always wanted to do a hell scenario and then have them break out of hell, have this session go on for about 3 months of them breaking out of hell and then them getting out of hell, and then at the end of it they're all confused and like what's going on as they're sitting in the throne room of Asmodeus and going, do you actually think I was going to allow you to escape? Like, and have them like this thing has constantly just keep playing. Like they're escaping, but they've never moved. Like it's just him,
like replays in their head more than anything.
Yeah, and they're still hanged up and all, and then they're just like, yeah, you are never escaping and having the campaign end like that. But like, that's fun for me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I just couldn't do it to people. Like, it'd be such a fucking like, oh, it's such an arsehole thing to do. Like,
It'd be a grim ending. Like,
yeah,
if
proper
they're,
grim.
Thank you guys very much for clicking on our video and watching. If you liked, please leave a like and a sub and all that. If you have any thoughts on this kind of topic, feel free to leave them down below.
Yeah, or just email us at wegiveashit.com.uk.
It's not harsh at all.
I know, no, but what would you do?
Yes.
How would you TPK your party to save the campaign?